I wish more people understood that the death penalty is not punishing who we think. Society has this false belief that people are fundamentally different in these ways that we're not. So fighting the death penalty means fighting a system that's just founded on injustice and that is not actually truth-seeking.
Texas is the epicenter of mass incarceration. It houses more people in its prisons and jails than any other state, and it imposes extremely harsh sentences.
The carceral system is a huge, well-oiled, well-funded machine, and yeah, we're up against it every day.
At Texas Defender Service, we use a unique combination of sophisticated lawyering, deep investigations, and compassionate storytelling.
TDS is comprised of people from all different backgrounds that share that similar passion for people and for justice. The biggest thing that I think we do in this job is to stress the fact that, like, no matter the circumstances, humanity is there, and that's what we value, and that's what we cherish, and that's what we want to promote.
My name is Anthony Graves, and I am exoneree number 138. I was wrongfully convicted, and I spent 18 and a half years on Texas death row. I witnessed over 415 executions around me. And then I came home, and my first job was TDS. I was an investigator. They were teaching me the ropes on how to save life. They're bringing a human perspective to the game.
Whether through the courts, the legislature, the Board of Pardons and Parole, the media, or by speaking directly to communities, Texas Defender Service is changing our state. In the 1990s, the first days of the Texas Defender Service, executions, death sentences, and our death row population in Texas were at an all-time high and leading the country. But that did not deter them. They confronted the courts, the media, the public, and the legislature to reveal the injustice behind the death penalty process itself. At the time, the battle may have seemed unwinnable, but steady progress has led us from a peak of 40 executions per year in 2000 to only 3 per year in the 2020s.
First and foremost, they've been litigators. They've litigated cases at state and federal courts and at all levels thereof. TDS has won 5 cases before the Supreme Court. They've also trained a generation of capital defense lawyers, and they've worked tirelessly at the legislature to try to change statutes to make the death penalty fairer and less arbitrarily implemented.
One thing that is really unique to TDS is it's a law office that isn't primarily staffed with attorneys.
My job is to look into the person's life and figure out who they are, how they grew up, what things might have failed them, what things were good supports for them, and sort of combine this into a story that presents them as whole.
We had a case that actually went to trial in Oasis. It was Art Garza's case. He got sentenced to life without parole instead of death, based on the special issue question regarding mitigation.
I'll never forget whenever they said the verdict. I knew that it was life, that he didn't get the death penalty, and that was you can not even imagine, that was the best news ever.
Man, it's a blessing. You know, I've lived a lot of years. If the American dream is ever going to be realized, we got to understand that we all got to work together to make this world a better place.
At the end of the day, what inspires us the most is not the big wins in court, but the people we serve.
I feel really proud about the relationships I've had with my clients and being able to make them feel confident that they are supported by a larger community of people.
Every person deserves to feel like they matter and that their life is worth something, because it is.
Texas Defender Service represents our decades of struggle, progress, and hope in the fight for justice. because people can't be policed or prosecuted out of poverty. Mental health and substance use problems can't be solved in a jail cell. And equal justice can't be delivered by a system that treats someone differently based on their income or the color of their skin.
TDS is an organization that you can really get behind and support if you really believe in human rights, if you really believe in justice, because that's what TDS is about. They fight hard every day for justice. They're actually saving life. Support TDS work. I do.